I'm Kaz from What's New in Electronics, and I'm at Electronica 2022. And this afternoon I'm joined by Giorgia and Florin from CGD. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Thank you for having us.
So tell me, how is Electronica for you guys?
Wow, I feel actually overwhelmed. It's a huge show. There is so much going on, and you can really have a sense of not only what's currently being sold, but what's going to come up in the next few years. And it's really amazing. It's inspiring, I have to say.
And for you,
The same
Florin?
for me, it's fantastic. Yeah, we just had an encounter with a robot, which is quite amazing. Yeah, so it does look into the future. Yeah.
So in terms of your presence here, I understand this is your first Electronica, is that right?
That is right. This is our first Electronica. We are a startup from the University of Cambridge. We founded the company in 2016. It's a fabless semiconductor company. We bring to market efficient gallium nitride devices, and we are now having the products in the market, and we are at the phase of scaling up and high volume production. So it's a very exciting time for us.
It must have been incredibly difficult with having the C word, COVID, in the middle of that.
Guys,
in terms of the journey that it's taken to get you here today, how has that been?
Yeah, so it was a challenge because you have to, first of all, we had to go through a series of fundraisers during COVID, so I had to learn how to pitch remotely in front of a monitor, and it's very challenging to connect to people, get the first customers as well, bring the company together, hire without seeing the people. But we are very much unified by the values of the company, which are associated to not only the commitments to create something good for the environment, but also the sustainability and the courage. That's another value of the company, courage. We want to make it happen. And when you have that as a value, whatever happens, COVID, shortage of chip, whatever happens, we are going to make it.
Yeah.
What to say?
Words there.
I think Giorgia described it very well. So it's a small company. We are about 40 people now, but we are going to grow next year quite a lot. And it's a small company, but with very big dreams. And that's how I describe CGD. We also have one of our core values as innovation. We really believe that we can bring something new to the market, something really interesting. We try to deploy a new material, gallium nitride, in electronics, in power electronics. And this material has some wonderful properties. It has a two-dimensional electron gas, which has extremely high mobilities. And though silicon is still a fantastic material, we still work a lot in silicon, GaN can be the future in the field of power electronics. So it's got these properties, very high electric field, very good mobility, very good charge in the two-dimensional electron gas, and it has this lateral configuration which allows you to sort of integrate features around the device to make it more intelligent. And this is where the innovation comes. So I think we have a very nice proposition in the market for something easy to use, but also intelligent and very reliable, because this smartness also helps to make the device more reliable. Yeah, so this is our raison d'etre. This is where we want to be perceived as a sort of a new generation of power semiconductor, using a new material, but using also something innovative within this new material.
And imagine a moment where now everybody is talking about the price of the energy shooting up. Then when you have a technology that can save the energy you are using, not only enabling renewable energies, for example, but also saving on the energy that you use in charging up the phone, charging up data centers, electric vehicles, then you are immediately seeing the advantage of investing or promoting a technology that can save energy and cut energy losses. And we have calculated impact that by using GaN in applications such as data centers, right, which are absolutely unsustainable from an energy point of view, you can save up to 9 millions of CO2 emissions. What are they? They look like a big number, but it's as much as 2 millions of barrels of oil in a year. That's how much you can save. So we're very proud of the technology. We come from the University of Cambridge, so with lots of knowledge on the technology, but now we're ready to enter the market with the products and really create the impacts that we want to.
That's an incredible story to where you've kind of come today. So looking ahead for 2023, what are your hopes? Obviously you're talking about sustainability and energy, which is obviously key factors global situations we have, which none of us have expected this year. But going forward, what are your plans in terms of this technology, and how obviously you're talking about growth there as well, and the market being able to keep up as well with the technology that you're creating?
So currently we are in the consumer market. We try to deploy these semiconductor devices using this gallium nitride technology in the consumer market, in power supplies, in AC to DC converters. But where we plan to expand is more into the industrial market. Giorgia mentioned data center, very important market, telecom, photovoltaic, all these industrial markets which will benefit a lot from increased energy efficiency. And then in our long term, so beyond next year, in 2024, 2025, we try to develop technologies for electric vehicles. So to go into, for example, onboard chargers, or to go into inverters for electric vehicles. This is our sort of ultimate goal, to go to the automotive industry. But certainly it's an interesting journey, lots of applications, lots of opportunities, and throughout this we are going to deploy newer products, always be innovative, always come up with new solutions.
I think that 2023 is going to be a very busy year for CGD, but I can't wait to start it, because it's the high volume moment. It's when everything you've done for the past 6 years to the beginning of the company, but more than 30 years. Florin has more than 30 years of experience in power devices. So everything you have done, it's now becoming a product, and people are buying it. You can calculate the efficiency, you can see effectively what it does. So I can't wait to really talk to all the new customers we have, and have our transistors in the power supply, buying it, and buying it for my family, for my friends, and waiting the rest of the world adopting them. It's it's an
exciting time.
Exciting.
So where can we find out more? Obviously, you can come see your booth, but looking ahead, is your website, social media? Where are you kind of sending your kind of message out at the moment?
So you can find us on LinkedIn, you can find us on Instagram, you can find us on WeChat as well, Twitter and YouTube.
And of course we have a web, and we have lots of editorials, we publish lots in the magazines, we are very active in conferences, in trade shows. We always try to market our technology and be quite transparent on what we have. So we publish quite a lot on what we have.
And now we are at the booth Hall C3, booth 535, and yes, I think the next time we're going to be at APEC.
So exciting!
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time today.
We thank you as well.
Thank you so much. Thank you.